Yes, I take this opportunity to welcome each and everyone on my YouTube channel. This is Kingdom Construction and Farm Consultants Limited. Remember, we plan, design, and construct goat structures. So please, and goats farm in general. Because when I talk about the structures, we may think that we don't do the designing of the whole farm, from the paddocks, from the feeding, from the nutrition for the animals, the housing, the breeds, because we also have our personal farms that you people, we can supply you with the animals. So please, if you are new here, tap that subscribe button and the notification bell. Today I want us to talk about the design of 300 goat structure and the conditions that we consider when we are designing such structures. So please stick with me till the end. So now, when we talk about the design, what we consider, by the way, I would like to inform you that if at all you need our design, we can design for you. Even if you are not in Uganda, we can design for you and we give you a well-detailed design that the people or the engineers from those from your localities can follow to put up such a structure in your area. Or if you would like us to come to your area, we can also arrange and organize, and we see how we can come there and do the work. So now, first of all, we specifically and we recommend raised structures for the goats if you are coming in commercial goat farming, because of the reasons that you can also research on Google and you see the importance of raising your structures from the ground. First of all, as I told you, when you raise your structure, then you decrease the risks of the diseases that would have affected your animals, and in the long run you are saving, because when you raise your structure, that means that the droppings and the droppings and the urine go under, and the goats keep up when they are dry. But some people make mistakes and they decide to raise their structure and they don't leave the gaps where the urine and the the urine and the droppings would pass, and you find when the structure is just there, it is a raised ground but not a raised structure, because the droppings and the urine are on the top of the structure. Eventually your animals are going to become sick if at all you don't have serious workers that have to clean that house every day, and the essence of raising it is not there. So if at all you need someone to raise for your structure, then it has to be with the measurements of what you have to leave between the gaps, because it is not standard. Some of them, it depends on the type of goats that you're going to keep. Because if at all you can make 2 inches, 2 inches are very big. That means that the the young one has to put in the leg and it can break. So you have to be very sure, and you have to use professionals to construct such a structure on your farm. Now, when you raise your structure, you have to make sure that it is well aerated. Many people raise their structures and you find when they have put all over the structure, they have put the timber and the some people call it makoko, all of the structure, and you find a lot of darkness in the structure. That is not a good structure. You people, you may think that these goats don't like the coldness or the wind, whatever. But remember that if at all your structure is not well aerated, then that means that your goats are going to become sick all over the time. The diseases, we can talk of the sneezing, we can talk the coughing, all the related diseases that can come because of poor aeration, even the miscarriaging of animals. If at all you are putting your goats in an environment that can stress them, that is an automatic yes of miscarriage. So please, you have to be very careful when you are doing that, especially when you want to become a serious commercial goat farmer. Another thing that you have to, I have talked of the spacing that you have to leave between the planks on the floor. I have also talked about the aeration. I will be showing you that, and it will be in the video. Another thing you have to ensure is how are you going to protect your poles that are standing against rotting and the termites and the other insects that affect the wood. For that, we have the solution to that, and we are going to show you some of the structures that we have constructed, and they have not yet been interfered with those things that disturb many farmers. And the size of the pole also matters, which you're going to use, because many people use those smaller and tiny poles, and yet that pole you are going to put weight of the floor, and again on top of that you're going to put weight of the animals, and I'm assuring you that such a structure cannot last even for 3 to 5 years. But for our structures, we make sure that it can take you to 10 and above years. So for that, at least you can see that that is a structure that really is a very well planned structure. Another thing, the partitioning. For those who are doing zero grazing, you have to make sure how are you going to partition your structure. How is it going to look like? Where are you going to place the kids? Where are you going to place the nannies? Where are you going to place the general flock? Where are you going to place the backholing? Where are you going to place the backs? Everything has to be planned well. Why? You cannot make a partition like putting the kids next to the backs. At least you can do kids mothers, you see, kids mothers. If at all there is a door there, then you can bring in for easy management, because here when we are doing our planning, we make sure that we ease the management of someone who is going to take care of those goats. That is the main aim of we coming to your farm, of we are planning for your farm. Another thing that also disturbs our clients, I have talked of the rotting, I've talked the aeration. Now, if your structure is well aerated and you made sure that the planks down on the floor are well spaced, and there is where the urine and the droppings are going to pass, and you make sure that the poles that you've used are standard, are big enough, and are strong enough to withstand the double weight of the structure. The structure itself is having a weight, and we are going to add on the weight of the animals. So you have to make sure that you align very well those planks that are going to close, to make sure that when the weight is exerted on that flow, then it does not affect it in one way or the other. With those, at least you are sure that your structure is standard, and you are ready for the commercial goat farming. And then in my next video, I'll be discussing on the feeding troughs. Where should you place your feeding troughs? Where should your animals go and feed from? How should your feeding troughs be? Remember, in my previous video, I showed you how what you are supposed to feed your goats. Now, I want to show you where should you put the feeds for the animals, and where the sites of where you are supposed to place that food for the animals. And another thing, I'm going to show you the plan, as you'll be seeing it there, the plan of 300 goats, and why we decided to make it like that. So please stay tuned. Thank you for your support. Please, if you have any person who would wish to have our services, you can share. Our contact is there. Let them call us. Let them arrange appointments with us. We can go to your farm and we do each and everything. If I don't want to do an agri-tourist site, we are the best because of the structures that you have seen that we have constructed. This work is not on papers. The work that we have, it is what we show you. The work that we do is what we show you. So please, don't get anything that we are expensive, we are what. No, it depends on your location and it depends on the prices of the materials, but our labor is very well negotiable. Thank you very much, till we meet there.